Ugh. What's up, YouTube? It is Craig Harris back with another video. And with this video, I'm doing a do sales matter on gaming versus your enjoyment of the overall game. This came about because I was in a instant message room on the Google chat thing, and there were two people going back and forth who will remain nameless on what is more important, if something sells better, or another guy took the position of he didn't care how it sold. If if he enjoyed it, that's all that mattered. And okay, so that's where they were both coming from. So I'm weighing in on this. I'm just going to try to look at it from both opinions. I'm gonna look at it because I do movies. I review movies and things like that. And I haven't really reviewed video games yet. But let me come in and say this real quick. Let me say this real quick. Do sales matter? Let's look at it like this. Remedy released a game this year on the Xbox One called Quantum Break. Now, Quantum Break, according to what I could find, it sold way under what Remedy, that's the creator, the developers. They also made Alan Wake, which again was a fun game, but Quantum Break sold less than 200,000 copies in the United States. It may be a little bit over that now because we're in August. And I couldn't find out what it sold in the other territories, but let's just give it 250,000. Let's just give it 250,000. Excuse me. It came in under what Remedy thought it was going to come in under. And since it came in under, guess what? No sequel. Now, let me start right there. If you bought this game and you played it and you enjoyed it, fantastic. That means that you enjoyed the game. But it didn't sell enough to warrant a sequel, a follow-up, anything. It didn't do it. So do sales matter? Yes, sales do matter, because had it sold better, they would have greenlit. They mean Microsoft could have greenlit a sequel or a fall. I mean, however you want to put it, a offshoot story, something to add to the game, the overall flavor of the game. Where, and we can look at that as in a movie term. If a movie comes out and it gets greenlit and it doesn't, they pour, let's just say, I don't know, let's just use Sony, for example. Sony Studios did the movie Concussion. Even though critically, Concussion was critically acclaimed. I mean, people liked it. They liked Will Smith's character. They thought it was a good story. They thought it was a good movie. It didn't make what they thought it was going to make. So that means it underperformed. Quantum Break underperformed. Let's stay with Sony and go to Until Dawn. I think it was made by Supermassive Games. Until Dawn comes out. It does better than they expect. It overperforms. And since it overperforms, they're going to more than likely greenlight a sequel that will be out. Who knows? Maybe to be on the PlayStation Neo or something like that. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. But it's something that you have to start looking at. Now, as somebody who plays games, if you're a gamer, if a game comes out and you love the game, but it only sells 10 copies, they probably won't remake it. But you can say, well, hey, I got my play out of it, and that's what I'm talking about. I like the games Chrono Cross and Chrono Trigger. Now, I think Chrono Trigger was the sequel, I believe. This is going way back in the time machine. That's how old I am. But I think Chrono Trigger was the sequel to Chrono Cross. And I like Chrono Trigger, but I don't think it sold well enough to do a third game. It was basically a watered-down version of Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy was selling like hotcakes and butter with maple syrup and a side of bacon and orange juice. Oh yeah, that sounds good. But you get my point. So do sales matter? Yes. Now, if they do matter, if you're sitting in that chair and you're greenlighting these projects, you want people to buy your product. You want people to buy the product so you can justify to your boss why you spent company money on this game or whatever, a chair, a movie, whatever. On the other hand, if you are the consumer and you enjoy the product that came out, whether it has replay value, if it's a chair and it's you love that chair, something like that, then there's you don't care how it sells. So I understand both points. I'm going to go for sales do matter, especially when it comes to technology, because whoever sells the most drives the boat. I mean, that's what our supervisor just said that today. Whoever sells the most drives the boat. And so, for example, Sony kicked Microsoft in the Donny bags this generation. So Microsoft got the hell out. They left this generation and are embracing a new generation. They are on the forefront. They are on the tip of the spear. Sony is now playing catch up to them. And we have to wait and see what Sony does. Now, they have something in the works. They have an announcement here in another 2 or 3 weeks. But right now, Microsoft is driving the bus right now. Everybody's talking about the Microsoft, the Slim system, how small it is. Well, it's the same size as the PS4, but it's smaller than the original Xbox. So do you see what I mean by they're driving the bus? They're driving the narrative. People are hyped up about the Gears of War game that's going to be built from HDR. It's supposed to be 1080p 60 because the Xbox S gives you, I think, anywhere from 5.8 to 7%. A little more power. Again, it's still a little bit more power. That's fine. So it's now they're able to get this game. This is going to be a big game. I'm looking forward to this, here in a few weeks. But as far as coming down on this argument, I'm going to say I understand why somebody would say, as long as I enjoy it, I don't care how much it sells. I mean, if you like a certain chewing gum and you can go to the store and get it, you're not going to give a damn if nobody else is chewing it. But the people who made the chewing gum will, and they'll pull it off the shelf like, hell, nobody's buying this. If you are the content creator, the developer, however you want to put it, you want your stuff to sell. You're not sitting down sweating, trying to figure the shit out, getting all your code together and whatever you're doing to make your game or make your product so that it doesn't sell. So, yeah, sales do matter. So does enjoyment. So they're both important, but ultimately, in order for the person to enjoy it, it's, to enjoy more of it, I should say, it's got to sell good. Just to give you an example, the whole thing with Suicide Squad or DC, the DC Extended Universe with Batman versus Superman and Suicide Squad, those movies were panned critically. People couldn't stand them. But there's a group of people who didn't care about the critics. Hey, we liked it. We liked the movie. So, they don't care that the critics didn't like it. Now, who does care that the critics didn't like it? Warner Brothers. They changed the quote-unquote tone of Suicide Squad, and they're changing the tone of the next movie. I think it's going to be Wonder Woman or Justice League. Expect a little more humor out of those movies. And they're trying to change them because they want to appeal to a broader audience so that more people go see it so that they can make more money. I mean, that's what they're in it for. So I understand it, but I'm going to have to side with sales. Sales do matter. So that's pretty much the end of this video. Let's see. Just let me know what you guys think. I mean, does it matter that as long as you enjoy the game, you may not care how much it sells, but the people who are making the game, they care. They care how much it sells. So just let me know what you all think down below, and I'll monitor it and try to get back with everybody. Unlike these other people that do videos, I try to answer the people that are making comments. So make your comments, and I'll definitely get back in touch with you all. And shout out again to One Stop for Gamers, and shout out to Next Gen 720. You brothers keep up the good work. Take it easy, guys. Peace.